So I guess like from becoming from like a night owl to shifting into like a lifestyle where you get to do the work and still enjoy with your partner and go see places and do this. So how was it? Tell me more about that.
So if you touch one thing that is like super deep, that is the masculine energy, that I actually got to know more about that not that long ago. But this part of being super productive, you know, getting to do many things at the same time, traveling alone, it is something that for me was even like comfortable. I love being on my own. I was traveling. I was like self-sustaining myself for so long that at a certain point I was like being present. Accepting someone as my partner, you know, to travel together, kind of like having to share things, having to share responsibilities, decisions. It was like, this is it.
Trusting another person with it.
And I think that we don't get to talk a lot about that. So by being more vulnerable here, it seems that sometimes it's brave to start doing stuff, but it also takes a lot of time to stop doing stuff and delegating and sharing and letting the other person just like drive. And I think I told him the other day, like he's the one who drives here, the motorcycle. And for me, it's like, I'm accustomed to be the one.
That.
It's, I think, and I have made that reference a lot, that movement by itself, moving your body in this way of traveling also makes you move a lot of what you think here.
True.
Like that's it. Movement provokes more movement, provokes change, provokes you to be like facing so many people out there with so many backgrounds and so many different things that it's like, you cannot just come and say like, I am like this and I'm like square like this and I can't change. This is my head. The world outside like just hits you. It's like, oh, are you so like straight?
Let me show you.
And it's actually that, you know, when you're super straight, it's easier to be broken instead of when it's even like flexible material. So I feel that's the thing that is really challenging so far. But we keep learning.
So you get that feeling of like, oh, I want to take a lead on that, but at the same time, oh no, I don't want to let him handle it. I can trust that. I've been into some hikes, and basically when I go on hikes, sometimes people will be like generous of like allowing me to go first, like as a gentleman or something. They would be like, okay, go first. My brain actually works in a way that if someone lets me like go and be the first, I'm just gonna be the leader, so I'm gonna act like one. So I learned that about myself. It's like an insane. So I learned this about myself, like when I'm doing something for fun, I'd like to be more into the group. I'm not gonna be the first, I'm not gonna be the last, I'm just gonna be in the middle of it, because this is gonna trigger my old behavior, which is leading. So I'm just gonna be in my masculine energy while I don't want to be on that. I'm in my feminine energy.
We're gonna need like 3 more podcasts about it.
So I get it. I get it for you. It's more like, am I gonna allow this person to really drive this? What am I expecting, you know? So it's like a lot of expectations, I guess, out of that is putting on his way and your way as well. So for you, Bakir, how was it from like jumping from like just chilly lifestyle toward like, okay, I met this beautiful lady. I'm going to do what it takes to kind of like be with her. How was it? I know like you had to break certain, you know, rules, certain, you know, backgrounds, cultures, ideas, and jump into that train.
For me, first, like you are going the area that you have no idea. So I have like some digital experience, but she's the professional, she's the master on that area. So if we settle down, I am people person. So I connect with people like too fast, but to do everything digital, I was like, oh, you know, like the train ride you, I was like, oh, you know, like first month, I was like, okay, so even like we have conversations, sometimes she's telling me like, this is the person who don't know about Google Meeting. I swear.
Oh my God.
I had no idea about like joining meeting, like sharing screen. So because I had no practice. So she's like, now she's like seeing the project I am in and the things I am doing. She's like, this is the person that has no idea about Google Meet or like anything about like meeting. So it's about time, and for me, it was really hard to jump into this lifestyle because it needs like learning curve a lot. So it took me like few months, but nothing is impossible. So you just go inside. But the thing is for me, like, why I'm doing this, because we want that life for us, because it has emotional background for me. So I didn't spend that much time with my dad, so I didn't want same thing happen for my family, my kid. I was like, no, I will break that pattern. I will have a lot of time with my kid. So that was also like one reason of like that I jumped. So sometimes, you know, you are inside one situation, you are like, no, that's too much, you know, like I'm going. So I didn't do that because of the reason I have. So that was my motivation, and still is it, because, you know, what's the other side? Settle down and doing things like going 9 to 5 work and spend all your time for 1 year to have 15 days like holiday vacation, and like, no, I don't want that. So what I want the other side. It's hard, but it's possible, which we are doing now.
This podcast is brought to you by Podcast Inc., the best support partner for your podcasting journey. Ready to elevate your podcasting game? Contact us today and let's make your podcasting dreams a reality.